So pretty funny. I was just heading upstairs to grab Blake because Blake was at the rooftop pool. And as I get in the elevator, well, coming down with Blake, we get in the elevator with a couple of people, and the people look at me, and I'm like, they looked at me for a little longer than usual, so I was like, okay, maybe they know who I am. But anyways, the guy's like, you're still here? He had literally just watched my video. He said like a few minutes ago before seeing me, he was watching the ones in Panama, and I think he said he's going to San Blas Islands after seeing that. My favorite thing to see in the comments is when someone's like, oh, like I ended up going to travel to that place after seeing it in your videos because it looks so cool. That for me is like the most rewarding thing. Blake and I are headed to meet with I think he's a local photographer. I think he's from Panama City. I'll find that out in just a sec, but he reached out on Instagram, and what better way to finish our last day in Panama City than meeting with one of the locals and doing some street shooting. Nice to meet you too. John. Hi John. Hey Blake. How you doing? So John's actually from Venezuela. He's not from Panama City. I've always wondered how certain people like show up in the suggested feed for Instagram, and he was telling me that actually Instagram at one point messaged him and they said like, we really like your feed, we would like to have you as a featured artist. And so for a little while he was actually being promoted by Instagram in their feed. That's crazy. And so you went from 6,000 to 73,000 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
In how many days?
And 15 days.
That's like the dream. So this here is our rooftop terrace with a nice little pool, and I can hear some chimes going off down there. I think it's the church bells or the organ. You would never be able to do that in Canada. So he like spoke at the front desk, and now we're able to get on top of the roof, like not the pool, but like
everything for a picture, man.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
To find a great experience, you have to chase it.
Exactly, yeah. The best photos are not the easy ones.
If you ain't first, you're last.
It's like the ghost tower, except it's not abandoned and we're allowed up here. Climbing up with the buildings.
Been away way long enough.
Well, this is pretty awesome. I'm just so surprised that telling them, oh, like we do social media, and then showing them our accounts was able to allow us up here. Like, I don't think you could do that in Canada, but I really appreciate that. It's so awesome to be up here, getting a really cool vantage point of the city, and hanging out with John. It's really nice to meet other people doing the same thing. All right, successful shoot. Goodbye to our very pleasant room, and goodbye to that beautiful cityscape, Panama City. It's been a dream. And what else do we say goodbye to? Bye, lamp. I've got my first snippet of what it's going to be like to do what I do, and tax sucks so bad because basically everything I do on the road is generally a business expense. I mean, it just gets so complicated is what I'm trying to say, and I have to keep tabs on every single receipt and every single currency. It's a nightmare. I actually spent 2 days about a month ago trying to organize myself, and I basically just passed it off to an accountant. I have no idea what's going on. Can't get enough of that Uber crisp. You can never get enough. We are back at the airport, Tocumen Airport, and I think our next flight is taking us to Mexico City. So we'll be there for about a 3.5 hour layover, and then we've got one more flight taking us to cold Vancouver, Canada. I think today is, I haven't checked the weather, have you?
Yeah, I think it's like 50 mil of rain.
So it's raining. We're going from beautiful sunshine every single day to rain. Gracias. Have a good day. Old man Blake taking in his last raise. He won't be seeing these for a few months. How does that feel? I'm not ready to tell you guys where I'm going next, but I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. I'm not leaving the sun. I will be going back to beautiful, hot, sunny weather in just a week. Hola, excuse me, do you know where Aero Mexico is? I'm looking for Aero Mexico. Oh, the staff here are just useless. So we're looking for Aero Mexico, and the lady's like, yeah, that flight just left. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did we do wrong? But luckily she was mistaken. Pretty well, Panama City, it's time to go. We are in Mexico City. Blake was having an arms war with people he was sitting next to. We got separated, so he had to sit next to 2 people, and he was in the middle. He was saying that the guy next to him was basically hoarding the entire armrest, and the lady next to him was not exactly a small woman. She fell asleep and like sprawled out. So Blake got sandwiched between 2 strangers on a flight to Mexico City. It's a good story, it's one for the books. If I'm not mistaken, Mexico City is the most densely populated city in the world. If it's not, it's in like the top 5. It's like crazy hectic city. I would love to come back here and visit it someday.
Mexican?
No, I'm not Mexican.
Mexican? You don't know Mexican?
Blake, you're leading us astray. Thank you. Drop my water bottle, and now it looks like when Bae tries to tickle your neck. This is a travel tip for when you're in a hurry and you've got a wheel suitcase. Boom! What's up, crew? This is the new look. What do you think? Team Get Lost? Very slowly started to notice that my distance vision, like seeing at long distance, has slowly gotten worse and worse. And I noticed that probably starting about 3-4 years ago when I was in university. And it wasn't until I actually tried on Blake's glasses that I can now for a 100% certainty confirm that my distance is going on me. And it's like, it's super HD, like 4K, turning on that 4K vision when I put Blake's glasses on. It's so cool. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to like buy a pair of glasses. What do you guys think? Comment down below. We are back in Vancouver, Canada. It was a relatively long travel day, but I actually slept on the last flight, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Laura's on her way to pick me up. Blake is heading to the SkyTrain to go downtown. It's been an awesome trip here with Blake. Thank you so much for your help.
Thanks for bringing me.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And guys, Blake's stuff's all linked down below, so if you want to check him out, hopefully he'll be back on another trip. Always more trips up ahead, so. Well, look who it is. But he didn't pick me up on time.
Talking with you, and
Yeah.
please have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
I, the whole time,
was-
thought he was saying bowling. And he was saying bullying. Like, I was dying.
He's like, did you know, like he's trying to raise money to like create programs to prevent bullying, but he kept saying bowling. And I was like, in my head I was like, 10 pin, 15 pin, glow in the dark bowling. Trying to stop bullying. Do you know the dangerous effects of bowling?
That he was saying bowling. He wasn't saying bullying. And I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like such an asshole. And then I was
really
like,
funny.
oh my gosh, she's saying bullying.
I normally I would be like, gotta go, bye, hang up on a telemarketer. But that was just too funny. I kept him on the line. But I didn't record it in time. He kept saying bowling, bowling, bowling. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, bullying is bad. And so is bowling.
So is bowling.
It will destroy a child's life.
Oh, that's actually what he said.
It's been an amazing trip. I highly recommend you take a look at Panama. My next trip is coming up in less than a week, and you'll be meeting a new Team Get Lost member who's going to be my full-time for the next 3.5 weeks as we travel. He will be helping me edit, making sure that the next vlogs are as high quality and even higher than the ones you saw here in Panama. Also, I'm going to leave you guys with a little teaser of something that just showed up in the mail. Let's get lost again tomorrow.
Our cheeks and brush